Hey YouTube, it's Jack again, back with another look at another figure from the Titans Return line. This time we're going to be looking at the Deluxe class ones, and right here I have the Deluxe class Scourge. It says Fracas and Scourge, or Francis and Scourge, whatever that word is Fracas, I think. Again, just a nice box. We're going to look at the box real quick. Nice Deluxe box, clamshell packaging here. On the back it shows Scourge. In his robot mode, it shows his headmaster there, or his Titan Master. I keep saying headmaster, Titan Master. And then it shows his vehicle boat mode, Cybertronian boat mode. So really neat looking transformation stuff right here on the back. So let's go ahead and pull him out of the box real quick. I already had all this pre-opened up, so I didn't sit here and fiddle with it on camera. Inside there it comes with an instruction sheet, just like the other figures are going to do. You guys, instruction sheet, this one's a lot bigger than the one on Wheelie. So again, you're going to go from robot mode to space boat mode, if you will. And on the back, it's going to show you how to transform the head into headmaster and where he goes and things like that. So take a look at that after a while. Put that to the side. And again, it comes with another bio card, artwork on the front of him, on the back his tech specs showing again speed, strength, speed, smarts, and firepower. Now on the video I did with Wheelie, I went on and on about how thick these were and they're better than the Combiner Wars. I went back and I looked at one for my Combiner Wars and made myself sound like an idiot because those on the Combiner Wars ones were also thick, so I don't know where I got the idea that they were a thin card. But let's go ahead and take him out. Here he is right here. And here is his gun. And this other one here as well that'll be like a gun. So put that off to the side. And just taking a look at Scourge himself. My first thoughts on this figure when I saw him was like, wow, that's a lot of blue. And I love blue. Blue is my favorite color. But I think they went with too much blue. They didn't break up the monotony of all the blue. Hasbro didn't. So I know I think it's the Takara one is going to come out and it's going to have some different breakups on it. But the Takara ones are more expensive than the Hasbro ones. So I'm fine with this figure. I'm going to stick with it. But again, this is a lot of blue. I think they could have done something better. Changed up the blues up here in the forearms. I mean, if we go and look at the older Scourge that came out back in the day, he's broken up. You can see where he's broken up his coloring here. Whites, blues, dark blues. He just has a lot better coloring, if you will, than this one here. So, but he's got some silver here. He's got that lime green there. He's got the Decepticon logo right there on his chest. Again, his face is silver. His eyes are red. He's got the nice baby blue right here as well onto his back there. And I just opened this up for the first time. It says real wobbly, so I don't know if that's just the way it is, or that's just the way it is on mine. Just take that back in there. Yeah, I guess it says just really wobbly. Well, I say that, and it's not wobbling right there. So anyways, he's going to be just like your typical Deluxe class figure as far as articulation. The head itself will rotate left and right. He can look a little bit up. He can look down. His arms are going to be on a rotation ball joint there. That flips in, that's mainly for transformation. Upper bicep swivel. He's got an elbow bend as well. Down into the legs. No waist articulation. Legs do go forward. Do go backwards, like that. Legs come out to the side. Let's get these out of the way. Legs come out to the side like that. They do bend at the knee. Toe up and down, heel up and down as well. Wings do move. You can move them in like this. You can move this one in like that. So you got a lot of nice posability on this figure itself. Again, the head just keeps rattling around, so I don't know if mine is just loose or what inside there. You can hold these in his hands, and his hands are just molded, just straight around. There's no gap inside there. It's just molded in a fist form like that. So you can take that, plug that into there, take this one, Plug this into this hand here. And there you go as far as his weapons there. So now I'm going to bring in some other figures. We just saw one a minute ago. So here's the old Scourge that we had from the Generations, I believe it was Generations line. The old Scourge there. Here he is with Cyclonus. And we can look at that size comparison there. I know we got a Cyclonus and I have him down here. That came with the Combiners War line. And I'm not going to transform him, he's in his plain mode. But here's Cyclonus there. So that one I guess would go mainly with this line here. This is more of the older line here. But just again to show you the size comparisons with other Deluxes right here. Okay? So take him out of the way. And let's take off his head while we're at it. So pop the head off there. Look at that, he's got this crest here that moves up like that. Moves down. Flip him open, and we'll get him into his little Titan Master right there. Now the Titan Master himself, he's got silver face with the red visor over his eyes, and then down here he's got a different color blue. So this blue is more like a I don't know, like an ocean blue, I guess. But again, even the Titan Master himself, he's done out in all the same color blue. There's really no breakup inside the blue. So if they had a one gripe about this figure, it is just the amount of blue that is used on this. I think it's just way too much. So let's grab another Titan figure that we were looking at in one of the other videos. And we're going to break up the blue and get some red in here. So take him. Essentially, he should just fit right inside there. And there you go. So, just like it promised, you can use a different Titan Master figures for the different figures that you got in the line. So, take him. Now, we mentioned earlier, he's not going to fit in there because that's going to be too big. Brainstorm, he's not meant to go with this line here. But again, you can just use them all and they're interchangeable. So that's really cool. That's what I like about this line here is they're making these all interchangeable. So it makes sense why they had to make these smaller, now that we think about it, than your regular Headmasters. And that's because they got to fit with these figures here. And if they were bigger, they wouldn't fit with them. So really, really nice how they did that. Okay, so we're going to take just a quick pause. When we come back, I'm going to have him in his space boat mode. Okay, and we're back. So here he is in his space boat mode, whatever you want to call it. It looks good. I mean, you can tell it kind of resembles his G1 mode in the G1 cartoon and also the G1 toy. Close that. So we look up here. Now here, the blue is broken up. All that dark blue that was on his body is broken up. You got the baby blue here. You got the dark blue. You got the Decepticon logo right here with the silver outlining. And then you got like this teal blue color here as well. So the blue is broken up. The one gun he had turns out to be, plugs into here and it becomes that piece for his head. You remember in the cartoon and in the toy, the head could pop up out of there. So looks good right here. The bottom, obviously you can see his robot mode here. You can see his chest, his arms. You can see these two bits here. I wish they could have done something differently for this. I don't really care for that, but you know, they probably couldn't figure out a way to do anything different, so it's left like that. So all in all, it is a decent looking mode here. You can go ahead and flip this up like so. Come on. There you go. So you just pop this up like that, and you get the Titan Master to sit inside there. So it'll sit right inside there, so he can drive from the inside and go fly around space. These don't articulate at all, so there's no articulation in this mode at all. This piece, in the instruction, it doesn't show where it goes, but I can only guess that it's going to go plugged into this port right here. And so you just take that, plug it into there like that, and now you got some guns going on there. And you can take the Titan Master. Let me get this off real quick. Can't take the Titan Master out of there, out of his cockpit. You can put this here, and you're gonna have him sit there and control the vehicle from this mode. So what you're going to do is you're going to take this peg right here and plug into that slot that's right there at the bottom. And there he is, and he's driving there. Or if you want to do that, you can have him drive that. You can grab another one of the Titan Masters, and you can put him in the back. So again, you have many different options. You can put, or you have two of them driving around in it, one controlling the inside and one shooting the guns on the outside, taking down Autobots. So just looking at a size comparison, I'm going to go ahead and bring back the Combiner Wars figure here. So we can look at the size comparisons. He's a lot bigger. He's a spaceship. He's a space boat. Is that sizing right? Who knew? I mean, they never got sizing right in the cartoon, so really doesn't matter. But he is, again, he's going to be a combiner, obviously, so that's why he's so big. So again, just look at, you know, your purples, your blues. Here he is with Optimus Prime from the Combiner Wars line as well. So bring in Wheelie. Here he is with Wheelie from his line. So you can see they go well together. I like the, I'm liking this line, I really am. I like the Combiner Wars line, I thought that was great. When they talked about releasing the Titans Return line, I thought, man, awesome, I'll collect those as well. So, again, I'm going to put a link in the description below to see where you can order this from. If it's for you, go ahead and order it. If it's not, go ahead and order it anyways, because it is a nice little figure and it's fun to play with. I just, again, I say this a lot, but I dig how they're making these Titan Masters that can go with the figures, or they can go, you know, just on themselves. It's just really, really cool. I just love the idea of it. So, okay, I'm going to quit fanboying over it and stop right there. Thank you.